Hello, hope y'all are doing well. It's September 28th, and today I'm back once again. So today I'm going to be talking about mainly, or not mainly, I'm going to be talking about once again Hurricane Ian. We're just going to be looking at kind of what's going on right now as it is over Florida. Um, let's go ahead and get started. So currently Hurricane Ian is over Florida. It currently has winds of 115 miles per hour, so it is weakening, of course, because it's over land. Um, Cone is expected to be a hurricane all the way until like tomorrow afternoon. Um, Wind history, we can just see a good portion of Southwest Florida there has experienced hurricane force winds, and a very large portion all the way into like north of Orlando has experienced tropical storm force winds. Currently, wind wise, what we're looking at now, if I can get current wind gusts here. Orlando, many areas are currently gusting up probably into around the 40s. Orlando International 44. Over near Tampa, we can see 60 though in St. Petersburg, but over near Tampa like 40s and 50s. 64 southeast of Lakeland. We're gusting to around 74 over by Sebring, I guess is how you say it. Lake Okeechobee, Okeechobee County, 56. And Sarasota is still gusting to 61. This airport's gusted to 81. A lot of other airports were also here. Now they're just not here because we're not like not I don't mean like the airport's gone. I mean the station's not here. The station is offline. Yeah, this wind extends all the way up to like Jacksonville. We have some gusts like in the 40s on the coast there today. So currently gusting to 50 actually at this station. So very windy even up there. Nothing like what we're experiencing down in this area though. This area, I mean, we've had so much. I mean, the storm surge flooding today has been insane. I mean, this has been a very historic, an extremely historic storm across Florida. Currently, we have large flash flood warnings. This is the eye wall right here. We can see that southeast of Tampa over kind of like the Sebring area where we have that station that measure wind gusts to 77. We can see how that looks right there. It's barely moving though. That's something to notice. It's just slowly kind of drifting kind of this way here. So, I mean, it's not going all that quick. We play the radar out and we can see, I mean, this doesn't go out a whole lot, but we also have more heavy rain coming into the Orlando area. We're going to see winds increasing in that area pretty soon here. So yeah, U.S. rainfall potential. Of course, the threat in Georgia is diminishing, especially northern Georgia, even central Georgia. I would say many areas. I don't even think we're going to see this, to be honest. I think most areas won't even see rain in northern Georgia unless like the further you go east, the higher chance you have. Atlanta, I don't think we'll see rain at this point. I don't think Athens will. Maybe not Macon as well. All these areas will get like a little bit of wind, but I mean nothing. But what'll be the big deal like normal is over in South Carolina and North Carolina. We can see we have a lot of rain expected, and also we could be seeing some pretty significant winds in some areas. There's a little bit of inconsistency on where we see that, so we're gonna talk about that in just a second. We can still see an area of 20 more inches straight north of Orlando there. Orlando expected 10 to 15 inches of rain. Let's take a look at some personal stations actually around that area. That's cooling off fast. But yeah, so in the Orlando area, we can see there's just one station I noticed on this side of Lake Apopka. Which one? I think it's this one. On this side of Lake Apopka, the wind's coming off of Lake Apopka. This station has gusted like 67 miles per hour today. It's something I noticed earlier. But I want to take a look at precipitation so you can see what areas have seen a lot of rain. Overall 2 inches, but as you go like northeast of Orlando, 6 inches over by Titusville. A lot of rain in this area. Some readings over a foot. 27 inches in Northport. I don't know if that might be correct though, because there's one right over here that says 25. There's reading 25. There's a big rainmaker as well. So yeah, I mean that is Ian in Florida. It's a little too late to kind of get a whole lot of information now because it's already there. The thing is I mean, what we know so far is it's been very historic. We've had this historic storm surge flooding. We're gonna have this historic like I don't know how to put this in. I mean, we're gonna have like historic this is gonna be an historic rain event as well across Central Florida. The flooding from the rain could also be pretty significant. And then, yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking. Or not thinking. That's what it is, or what we already know. And over tonight, Orlando's gonna be getting hit. Actually, wait, can I pull up windier? Let's go to the HRRR. Let's just take a look at what it indicates for wind gusts for the rest of the night. So, oh, that's okay. I thought it went down, but no, that's not wind gusts. That's not wind gusts. So majority of the Orlando area, that's gusts to like west of Orlando. This is 8 p.m. tonight. These areas are gusting into the 60s, almost 100 still down there. Overnight to like 5 a.m. Over like Lake Apopka around 80. Like most of the Orlando area is gusting 70 to 80 miles per hour. A little where we still have like the eye wall 90, and then this kind of. By tomorrow morning, we can see the low has moved back into the ocean. We have still, once again, strong winds. We saw winds approaching around 80 miles per hour east of Orlando now. Orlando is still very destructive winds. They're not really very, not like destructive. I mean, like, still very strong winds, 60 miles per hour. That's extremely strong still. It's going to still be doing damage. But then over by Tampa, that we can see it's starting to calm down. We had 20s. Regarding gusts. So, I mean, everything here we see may not be exact because this is just one model. I mean, tomorrow will still be windy pretty much the entire day across Florida, but that's just like that's more like normal winds you see in Florida. It's still not normal. It's still pretty strong. You know, it's like 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts every day, but it's not going to be like 60, 70 miles per hour. But tomorrow at 7 p.m., though, we can already see it's getting pretty windy along the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. And that brings us, let's talk about those areas real quick. So we'll take a look at the HRRR, which is actually like a model that is really interesting because this makes landfall in South Carolina. It literally just completely misses Georgia. And HRRR tends to be a better model, I guess, than like the NAM 3. Even the NAM, though, for some reason just has this, or not for some reason, even the NAM has it like this, kind of going into this area. Now the NAM sucks in regards to the tropics. The NAM has not had the best history. But the HRRR, we can see it strengthens like substantially, not a lot though. It's not going to be like a Category 4 landfall or something again. No. This will be like a pretty weak hurricane. Let me see what. I mean, does a National Hurricane Center even have this? It doesn't even have it strengthening into a hurricane, so we'll see if it even does that. We can see, I mean, most areas that'll get wind will be, and a lot of rain will be in North Carolina and South Carolina at this point. Georgia's pretty much out of it. Virginia as well could be looking at that. We take a look at the NAM model. I mean, probably it's like a 940 or something. Of course, a 967. Okay, I think it's a little unrealistic, but still see, though, landfall right around Wilmington, a little south, and then just goes straight into North Carolina and Virginia. I mean, it's too east there. Even Columbia doesn't get much. With the GFS, the 18Z, it still has this thing kind of going in through South Carolina. There you can see a lot of wind, like in Savannah, Charleston, into Columbia, and still maybe eastern, like far eastern Georgia. But the threat across the eastern Georgia has lowered much more because apparently nothing happens or can happen. The Euro still has this thing like right along the Georgia South Carolina border, probably going to change. Or not the NAM, the Europe. Did I say the European? I don't know. But this is the European. Still has it right along the Georgia South Carolina border. But I expect this to change or just not happen. If this happens, I'll be very surprised. I don't think this is what we're going to see. I'd say the biggest wind threat will probably be east of this point. Across, I mean, generally the biggest rain and wind threat I think will be across this area here. like just by looking at like where we're gonna be seeing the storm like make landfall. So yeah, let's see any new information. Oh, okay. Orlando International is now gusting to 56 again. Second time today it's gusted to 56. See, it brings down to 67. So yeah, there will not be a live stream tonight. Sadly, I don't think so. I have a test tomorrow. I don't have a couple tests. I have a test and a quiz, which I mean, not that big of a deal, but I've not done any studying yet, so there will not be a stream tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I'll see. But yeah, so thank y'all for watching. Please stay safe tonight and tomorrow, especially if you're in Florida. And yeah, I hope y'all all have an excellent evening, and goodbye.